All right, guys, this is the 2019 Veloster N from Hyundai.
N stands for Nürburgring because
Really?
they developed it there. I don't know.
Really?
Does it?
I think so.
Feels like it. 2-liter turbo, 275 horsepower estimated, and 260 horsepower estimated. Can somebody please take one of these to the dyno and tell us what the real number is?
That'd be nice. I'd like to know what it really puts down to the ground, because on the track, it sure as
hauls
hell feels
ass.
like a lot.
Speaking of track, it might be raining, but let's go.
Okay. And it's a lot of fun.
And as you can see, we're on the track, but it's freaking raining. So it's gonna be a slow lap, but nevertheless, we're on the track, so we get to see how this baby handles. So what do we have here? What kind of a differential do we have?
ELSD from what Hyundai says.
It's an ELSD, so electronically controlled limited slip differential. And for braking, we have
Big brake kit. It works great, especially in the rain like I need it now.
You know what works really good? As a passenger, I noticed immediately the seats. I'm in my position. I am moving. I ain't going nowhere.
Can I tell you, I'm really comfortable right now. And driving in this thing, and I'm taking the turns, it's just keeping me in my seat. I mean, look, I'm not sliding.
Toronto Motorsport Park. Shout out, Uli. Thanks for having us here. Ooh, this is slippery. So this car is on Pirelli P0 tires, the new generation. And yeah, they're doing a pretty good job.
Yep, I'm just a little scared out of my brain cells to go any faster, so
We have everything on, traction, stability control. We promised Hyundai we're not gonna smash this Veloster, and that's what
I refuse to skid off the track.
Nope.
And I'm having a lot of fun just keeping it on.
No damage today. So this is the second generation Veloster. It looks pretty good, I have to say, from the outside, and especially this blue color that matches the seatbelts.
This is sexy. I mean, this
really good.
is basically the first thing I noticed when I got into the car when I picked it up from Hyundai, and let me tell you,
Yep.
it just gives it that little accent of, I don't know, different.
The styling of the Veloster works for me very well. It looks like a hot hatch. I think they didn't go overboard. It's properly styled. I like the little red accents around. I like the triangular brake light in the back, kind of Formula One-ish. But I think the outside is adequately sporty.
I love what they did with the front grille. The front grille is massive, and they've gotten rid of anywhere you can put a license plate. Great, but don't know what we're gonna do if we get pulled over by a cop.
Great if you're in Quebec, where you don't need one, or any other state.
Ooh, he spun out.
He spun out.
So you'll notice this is just a drive mode button, and this is a little racing flag here. And the racing flag means two things. One, go into the default N mode, which is basically the race mode. You scared the shit out of me. When you grab the holy shit handle, that means something's Don't do that again. Anyway, so you push it once, you get race mode. And race mode means aggressive as
He spun out again. What a dumbass. Just pass him, go.
stupid.
So in the mid-30s, this car is kind of like the most affordable, track-capable little hot hatch on the market right now, right?
For $36,000 and change, yeah.
I mean, obviously it's not as fast as a Civic Type R.
No.
It's probably faster than a Golf GTI, I would have to say. We're gonna try to set a lap time after. I mean, it's really wet out there. I don't think we're gonna get anything good, but we'll try. So you've had the car for a couple of days. How do you find the technology and living with it outside of the track?
It's got everything you need. It's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's highly configurable. It has Sirius XM radio.
Does it have a good sound system? Because I'd rather listen to that exhaust all the time.
So it has an infinity sound system, so you can decide, do you want to listen to the music of your exhaust or the music inside here? And it's got a built-in sub, and you can pump your tunes as you're racing on the track, like this.
There you go. How's the ride comfort on the road?
Depends how you set it. Once you put this thing in the race mode, you just bounce.
The N mode is pretty bouncy.
Oh, baby.
I like the shift lights up there. That's pretty cool. have to say, this pulls quite hard.
It does pull hard. Once you get to around
impressive.
3,500 RPM, that's when it shows its true nature.
Its true nature is pretty wild. I have to say.
Yeah, this car definitely wants to have fun.
But the brakes holding up on the track.
Seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, it's wet and it's stopping us pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm not struggling to
Wetness
brake.
does cool down the brakes though, but still. I'm impressed that even though you're driving the way you're driving, I feel very comfortable and relaxed, which means the car's pretty composed.
The car's very composed. I would have thought
it in sport mode.
Yeah, so I don't have it in N mode right now. I think that's a little bit suicidal. But the car's kept its composure completely. I haven't lost control, and like just now, where I got a little too brave on one of the turns, it said, Giftakis.
So tell me about the shifting. Clutch and shifter?
Clutch is very light.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, see?
Wrong line.
It just kept me straight.
You didn't get the wet line, that's why. Alright, can I drive now?
You can drive.
Okay. I like the shifter. Goes into the gates very precisely. So do we have auto rev matching on or off?
It's on.
Boo. I want to do it myself. This really freaking goes. I like the steering. The weight is really good. Whee.
Eh?
Steering is really nice. I really like the steering.
I couldn't describe it. It just feels perfect.
It has good weight to it, and this is just sport mode. I don't know what. Let's see, N mode.
N mode's even better.
So let's see, is that N mode now?
Yep.
Feels the same.
Ooh, little pop pop.
That's one thing we didn't talk about. The exhaust. The exhaust on this thing sounds really good, right?
It's funny because it goes from loud to louder.
It goes from loud to really pop up mad. And these Pirelli tires are doing a really good job on the wet. I like them. They're very, not necessarily the grippiest, but they're very progressive and smooth. Way to go, Pirelli. Right next to the wall. That's easily 140 with me braking as early as an 18-year-old ejaculating. And the one thing I have to say, see how I'm not downshifting to second compared to you? Because this thing is a torque monster. Like, look, you just put your foot down in third and bam. No need to freaking shift to second. This is really good. And the brake pedal is phenomenal. It's really precise. It doesn't feel on off, but it's very, very accurate.
Yeah, the big brake kit is definitely an improvement here.
It works very well.
I can't believe how well it's composed even with you driving.
Yeah. I'm digging it. I mean, I guess if you, there you go. You could, yeah, you could go a little bit sideways if you wanted to. It does rotate, yeah, definitely. If that's the objective. Ooh, easily. And mind you, I'm in N mode now, which is, it allows you a little bit more slippage.
I've never raced in the wet, which is why I'm having more fun.
Oh,
Just sitting here.
I have, and I can tell you, this thing would do really good in the wet. I have to say, initial turn-in is very precise. Like, the car really wants to go where you point it. It kind of overloads the front out tire, which makes it work a little bit extra, but the grip is really good. I mean, the suspension keeps its geometry pretty well. I mean, if you would have raced this in a bit more of a competitive setup, a little bit extra camber in the front would probably help, but for a road setup, this is amazing. Now, the brakes have impressed me more than the steering.
Ooh.
It's very quick. The weight of the steering is fantastic, because even over the bumps, like, it helps you not give unwanted inputs. Inputs. In the puts, out the puts. See, you could definitely drift this if you want. This is a really nice car, man. Like,
isn't it?
Really nice.
I've been having a blast with it on the road. Today is like a super treat.
Drive-wise, I really have no complaints. This car is fantastic. There's like nothing bad about it.
It goes where you want, and in the rain, it just does what it's supposed to do. I love the configuration of setting up the car the way you want it. So you customize the car the way you need.
Rev matching and everything. I have to say that the pedal setup doesn't really necessarily help you for doing your own rev matching, but since it does it for you, I don't know how big of a problem that is, but yeah, this is really good. Wait, hold on. We couldn't leave you high and dry, or actually really wet with that lap time. So we're going to Mossports DDT. We're gonna drive a bunch of different cars. We're gonna drive the Veloster N on the track. We're gonna lap time them. And we're gonna show you how the Veloster N compares against the other cars, just for reference. They don't really compete, but for reference. Here goes. You see the window switches over there? How many switches do you have for the rear windows?
One. Then that's because there's a door over there.
If you're OCD about symmetry, you're gonna hate this car. Like, hate it.
But on the plus side, you could put your kids in it.
Quite comfortably, I might add.
And your kids will probably find the handle before you, just like mine did.
The trunk is pretty deep, pretty roomy, but if you want to put stuff in and out, you have to lift them over this really large lip.
So I did that on purpose, but in reality, I have a lot of room, and I'm not touching his hairy arms because that would just be gross. But in
for
general,
a small car,
yeah,
it has room. So this is the Veloster N, which is for track stuff. So in terms of equipment, daily or whatever, what do you get?
So I'm going to start with infotainment because it's great. If you look here, you'll notice that you have the customization screen, which lets you customize all different aspects of your car. Exhaust sound, the ELSD, which mode you want it in, rev matching for when you downshift, the engine, which performance mode do you want it in, and as well the chassis. You can adjust
Suspension,
the
steering, and ESC.
Correct.
Wow, you can customize everything.
Well, that's what makes this thing so awesome. I mean, value per dollar, value per dollar. Value per dollar,
Spanish, dude.
Yeah,
Value
value per dollar. Value per dollar. This is fantastic.
I have to agree.
Apple CarPlay as well.
Heated steering wheel?
Yep, heated steering wheel right here.
There's a button down there.
What are you pointing there for? Do you even know where heating steering wheels are?
That was the window defroster, but yeah,
Good
I was
job,
still right.
yeah. That's fantastic.
Heated seats?
Do you know much about cars?
Not really.
I never noticed
So I
that
see you
before.
have 2 blue buttons on the steering wheel.
Well, I was gonna get there.
Get there right now. Drive mode, and what's the checkered flag?
So you have Sport, Normal, and Eco.
And N on top of those?
Hold on. I don't know why Eco's there. I still haven't figured that out.
Yeah, Eco.
But race mode is the other button. Race mode gives you 2 modes. One is the default N setting.
So that puts everything in like maximum.
Exactly. So you can race the thing out It's how Hyundai spec'd it out, which turns everything on, and you just go on the racetrack. Then you get the custom side. And
Which
the
you can
custom
do
side of
everything
it
that we said before.
is, so it automatically picks your customized settings, so you drive it the way you want.
Question, if you turn off the car and turn it back on, will it remember your last setting or default into some comfort mode?
No, it goes into normal mode by default.
So, now in terms of interior, I see a lot of scratchy plastics and what's this thing called? This grainy thing.
This is what you call trim, and it's what makes the car look a little bit better. Now, yes, it's plastic, but
Okay, so it's not the best materials, but it's
textured. It's a nice pattern. It makes it look sportier. It's not
it's
boring.
very well put together because I ain't hearing any squeaks or rattles. Like
Zero.
It's very
I've hit potholes in this thing, and all I hear is thud,
thump, thump.
no rattle. So right now I'm in normal mode, and it's not that bumpy. But if I turn to sport mode,
Put it in N mode. See what happens. Like the full N. Oh,
wow,
is that an N yet?
no, this is sport.
Oh, it's already firmer.
Yeah.
Put in N, full N.
All right, we're gonna start bouncing.
Our titties are gonna start shaking right now.
Now you'll notice the exhaust also piped up even more. Right, that just because it means full straight pipe.
Nice. Hey, I don't think you can use that term. I think it's copyrighted on YouTube. Right, you're in, Jacob?
Sorry guys, but there's a plug for you.
Now this powertrain is mated to a very good manual, I have to say. Clutch and gearbox feel pretty good.
Yep.
And if you're able to use some of the traction that's available on a rainy day like this, you could do 0 to 100 in about 6.7 seconds. I'm sure you can do better, but that's the best we could do.
All right, so listen, okay? So right now we're in sport mode. And sport mode has the active exhaust enabled.
Oh, it
so I'll give it a bit of gas and you'll hear it. So off. Throaty, right?
Okay.
N mode. All right. Give it a sec.
Let's not crash. Let's turn first.
All right. Now, again, same thing, right? Don't want to have
don't
full.
look for that. Oh.
All right, gas. Little throatier. Get that off. Oh. Wow. This likes to pull.
This little motherfucker pulls there.
It
Wow.
likes to pull.
How are we doing for fuel economy?
11 liters per 100 kilometers. So,
It's not bad. If you live in the USA, the Veloster N starts at $27,400, but you don't get most of the goodies that us Canadians get by paying 35,000 Canadian dollars. If you want the ELSD, the big brakes, the more horsepower, you need to pay $2,100 more. But trust me, it's totally worth it.
yep, do it. All right, guys. Well, we had some fun on the track. We had some fun in the rain here as well. I think we're done.
It's a pretty wet episode, but yeah, we made it. Share this video, press like, subscribe, tell us what you think, tell us what we should review next. What do you want to see? Till next time.
What are we not doing? Maybe you guys want to tell us what you want to see. So tell us what you want us to do too. If instead of,
That's
shaving
why you have
his
the
head,
comments.
shaving his back, like that's just kind of weird. But car wise, keep it clean. That's not what you want to do.